we go. Set. Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Hurt. Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, look at the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. The Niners at 10-2 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw, it's Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
There's some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Texans.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
18.
Here's Stroud. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run, and I love what they're doing. Plugging up everything inside, hard to make way, and then they can run to the perimeter and shut you down that way as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at about the 28. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. 49ers nothing. Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Drill, 52.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Ready, go.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, move.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
And the Texans first down.
Got it. Ready.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud working out of the gun. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
Touchdown, Texans.
Take Dell
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
49ers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Drill 3. Set.
Now a play fake. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
19. Curve 19. Ready.
Final play of the half. Stroud.
And his throw here's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Nice footwork at the 25. And still fighting. Still on his feet. How about this? Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Stroud completes this out wide.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Okay, break. Davide Lions. Go.
And Stroud now to throw. Into space at the 45. On the move past the 40. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 10. Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Slide, 97. Ready.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken right around the 44. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
1st and goal, Houston.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
He'll try again.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are pouring it on.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 10. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
52 blaster. Set, go.
Here's Lance.
That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Ready.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if
key
you know,
in on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
And Lance now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. An option handoff given to him.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
There he goes right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the...
Okay, right.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Beetle blue.
Off of play action. Here's Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner.
Hey,
just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Let's go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33.
And Lance going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Now Lance.
And fell at the 12-yard line.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Six the Eagle. Ready.
Stroud off the play fake.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18, pioneer.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Come on, come on. Check. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Let go.
Play action. Stroud now. That is caught by Dell.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 39-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hurt.
Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose again.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
No. Cougar 19.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Able to find Gray here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the ready. Hut.
They're going for it with the option right. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.